Better View Live wall. We've already started it up. As you can see, we have a few background graphics we're going to use here. We have, just going across the top quickly, we have our configuration where we can select your screens and monitors. Our main monitor will be number 2 because that's what we're projecting on. So that's the main projection monitor. Obviously the main monitor that we're looking at here is the screen monitor, which is a laptop size. If we look at our screen resolution here, we can see that we have our main monitor and then the secondary monitor, which is 1024 by 768, which is a typical size of a projector, which what we're pretending is connected here. So we have our setup for that. We have the setup for the nursery alerts, which appear on the top left and right corner of the main screen. You can also use it to send something like a license plate number if you need to get someone's attention for their car. Their lights are on or they have to move it, what have you. It's great if you fill this information in, such as your church name, main phone, contact, and email. That way the system can use it to get a hold of us, to get a hold of you. Your key will come up here in a live version and the renewal date as well. We can also translate to different languages. So on our song screen, we can have both English and French, Spanish, German, whatever we want for a second language here. There's a large number of them to pick from. And all the rest of this we'll get into in more detail in a future video, including our countdown timer here, which appears across the top. So we can do that quickly. This is our setup for the text box, which you should usually, if you have a single projector, then you'll normally use a single text box. But if it's wide or larger, you can actually use 2 boxes left and right. So you could use that for 2 Bible translations, such as the King James and NIV, or maybe the main one is your New King James, and then you want to show, again, Spanish, German, Italian, French, whatever translation in the second one, so that people can follow along with that. And that is where you set that up. This is our monitor on-off button, so we can turn our monitor on. Background colors for the monitor. As you can see, we have tooltips that show up. We have a mask that we can hide part of the projection if we need to. That's a fade to black on the entire screen. This is send background, so after we've picked a background that we like, we click on the send background and it will go to the show up on our monitor there. There's our countdown timer, which again I showed you here at the bottom. We have our setup for that. Importing songs and Bibles from data files. Backing up your data, very important to do. We will back up your information automatically, but if you want to move it to another computer, or even again keep a safe backup, it's great to put in a USB memory stick and back your information up here. Here is our song windows, where we select and show all our songs. And one of the things that's nice about this is that we've got our full song list here, and when we shrink it, if there's not enough room, it will hide it. And one of the nice ways of setting up your system is to do a side-by-side like this. So we've got our songs on one side and our main program on the other. Here's our Bibles, so that we can pull up our scripture and have that shown on the main projector. You can also right-click on this and it will go to your teleprompt. And we have not only looking up a verse, such as James 1:16, we also can look up strings, text search. So if we have type in Lord of the Harvest, we can either press enter or click on our lookup, and we want to look in the New Testament for that, and there we are. There's our verse that we want. Double click and we're loaded. Hit enter and we've got it selected and projecting on the main screen. We have a cue list so that you can build text and scriptures. So if I wanted this on the cue list, I just have to hit the plus key here, and there it is built into the cue list. Now we were talking different languages. If I hit the translate button up here, then the second body, we've just translated our scripture. Look at that. We have another language if we don't have the Bible here. And again, we can stack that up if we want over on the left side. Outside of the cue list, we also have announcements that we can run. And again, we can import announcements from other programs and from our backup so that we have all the announcements. We'll show that in a more detailed video. Then we have our show timer. So again, if you have a stage monitor, you can show the time across the top of the stage monitor, and that little clock that's grayed out because we don't have a stage monitor connected right now, that would show the elapsed time. So when you have a speaker and they want to say, well, I want to speak for 45 minutes or half an hour or an hour, click on that and it will show them how long they've been delivering their message. And to get back, we have all these stacked now. We can just single click on our icons at the top here, and whichever screen we need is pulled up to the front. We also, as I said, on Drive C, we create a background directory where you can store and organize your videos and backgrounds. So we're looking at a single wide system. We can take the background that we want, drag it, drop it onto the main screen, and we now have our new background there. We'll just close up some of this stuff, make some room. So we have our main background, and then all we have to do is hit the send button, and that graphic will have been sent. To load up a graphic quickly, so now we've got it saved in our favorite list up here at the top, which we can organize into messages, specials, your worship backgrounds. We can use the browse here and pick something up, like there, hit open, and we have it listed. Put this into special, add new, and there we go, we're saved. So there is a very quick overview. Our button at the last button here is the help videos, which we are building right now. This is the first video, so there's nothing here, but there will be more videos here on our YouTube channel to get into more detail on usage of BetterView software, as well as, so all your training and such will be there, and it's just a click away. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day, and God bless.